Getting set to receive about 20 centimeters of snow, if not more. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. I'm glad you're here because now we have across the Great Lakes lake effect showers that have set up with the shift in the wind. Now we have northwest winds versus yesterday where we actually had some more southwesterly winds and at times very breezy conditions. See possibly another 5 to 10 millimeters of rain with our lake effect banding that has now started to develop. So a good fetch off Lake Huron would result in 5 to 10 millimeters, say between Goderich and up toward Wyerton, Owen Sound, the south side of Georgian Bay getting some rainfall as well. Higher totals with our actual system rain in Atlantic Canada. There is, and through the Dundalk Highlands, we may see some accumulating snow because those showers will start to turn to snow through the overnight. And we may see about a trace to 5 centimeters at best, but that one area with a slightly higher elevation between now and tomorrow morning could see some higher accumulating snow. So there goes our low pressure system. The lake effect bands, wherever you've got a long, nice fetch off the lakes, has a better chance inland of seeing that rainy weather. And then we have high pressure building in. It's not until our next system comes in that we start to see more precipitation. In terms of the forecast conditions this afternoon, I was mentioning that it's far cooler today than yesterday, quite a drop off by about 10 degrees, in fact. So we don't have, certainly it's windy, but we don't have the same wind direction as we saw yesterday. So we're not drawing in some warmer air. It's coming in from the north. The 7-day forecast for Toronto. So we stay with the rainfall. Now keep in mind that we just talked about that snowfall. I think if you're in Toronto proper, you're not going to see a lot of precipitation, save for some isolated showers, but it's to the north. You go to Orillia and Barrie, and I know a lot of commuters go that way. We're going to be getting some rainfall. In Hamilton, again, Friday, watch for possibly some flurries here, at least early, and then changing back to showers, but the temperatures are certainly going to be plummeting by about mid next week.
That make everyone in your family smile.
Well, if you're off to the sunny south, take a look at some of these temperatures. It is beautiful through Jacksonville and through Tampa and Sarasota. Everybody into the high 20s for Thursday. Friday, we're looking at 18 through Jacksonville, so a little on the cooler side. 26 through Tampa, 27 through Sarasota. Could see a few isolated showers through Fort Lauderdale. Miami looks pretty good at 28 with sun. And then for the beginning of the weekend, lots of sunshine through Tampa, Sarasota. Key West could see a few isolated showers.
Everyone was wide awake there, I'm sure. Look, that was from the system. Now we're dealing with lake effect. So we had the southwesterly winds. Now it's shifted to a northwesterly flow. A good fetch off the relatively warm waters of the Great Lakes has resulted in some lake effect banding where we could see in excess of 5 more millimeters of rain from that. It will be rain for the most part in southern Ontario through the day, but by the time we get to evening and especially overnight, it's going to turn to snow. So travel, not in Toronto itself, but if you're up into Barrie and Orillia, and I know there are thousands of commuters that come down into the city every day, you're going to be waking up to snow, 2 to 5 centimeters possible around Lake Simcoe, and then the Dundalk Highlands here with just a slightly higher elevation could see in excess of 5 centimeters of snow. So we have lake effect that we're dealing with right now. The low pressure system has moved off into the Atlantic provinces. We're going to continue with that trend probably until Saturday, at least some off and on isolated showers with that. Our next low pressure system moving in. Temperatures 7 today in Toronto versus 16 we saw yesterday with those brisk southwesterly winds. And the forecast for this evening, 4 in Toronto, so we're getting awfully close now to the freezing mark, aren't we? It's going to feel a lot chillier. 7-day forecast for Toronto. Saturday, again, temperatures here staying at about seasonal values. It's not until, look what happens here in early part to mid part of next week. Then we're going to start to see much, much colder temperatures settling in. A polar high pressure building into the prairies. So initially very cold there, and then it gradually makes its way across the Great Lakes. 7-day forecast in Hamilton, again, doing well. Everything's fine until Monday. Some showers, okay, it's not bad. And then the temperatures plummet by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. We're going to be seeing temperatures far, far cooler, and it's going to feel awfully chilly and perhaps more reminiscent of late fall, early winter. Where no torch has gone before. Coming up, we'll show you the special payload on this Soyuz rocket.